Hello, I hope that you are doing great. My name is Mario, and in this video I will present an educational platform that I am developing and a course that I am teaching at HOBL and NHOHO in Bergen. The course is named Green Digitalization and App Development. Then basically in this video what I would like to show you is all the functionalities that I am developing in this educational platform and all the educational tools that I am implementing in the course Green Digitalization and App Development. The idea of this educational platform is that now is basically developed by myself, but the European Union want to implement an European educational platform, and then the idea is to create different digital clusters in different countries in Europe, and that we can cooperate developing this educational platform, and at the same time that we can launch a European Master in Green Economy and Digitalization. And then the idea is that we develop this educational platform and this European Master in parallel, and also the project is also more ambitious because all the tools that we can implement in this platform and in this master can be also implemented in other courses, and the idea is something that I have already started to do in Bergen, is to cooperate with other departments and create this digital cluster can be useful not only for the department in economy but also for other departments. Then in this video I will explain all these functionalities. Okay, the first set of functionalities that I would like to show you is some utilities that I have programmed in Forward. Basically here, if you are in Forward, you have the register, the login and the account. Basically now what I would like to show you is the login, because I don't have time to explain you more things. Here in the login you can log in as a regular user, or also you can log in as administrator. In my case I'm going to log in as administrator because by doing that I will have way more functionalities, and I would like to show you those functionalities. Then once that I click in login, I will have access to different courses that I am teaching and also different thematic platforms that I am working on. But now I would like to focus basically in one course, that is the course Green Digitalization and App Development. Okay, now basically what I would like to show you is different educational tools that I am implementing in this course, and I would like to explain you this by using chapter 3. If we go to chapter 3, the first set of functionalities that I have implemented is the YouTube channel and the GitHub account. I have created 38 YouTube videos. Basically I have tried to create one YouTube video for each single section, and each single video have its own GitHub account, in which basically you have the boilerplate and you have the final code. This is super handy because the students can follow the lectures by using the YouTube channel. And once that they watch the YouTube channel, the videos are usually around 15 minutes. Then during the lectures we basically spend 1 hour typing code, and then I go deeper in detail about the material. Then for example, if we go to this section, here we explain the code, and basically in the sections you have different questions. For example, I go here, you can select the question and then you click submit button, and the students have access to their own performance. If you go here to the statistics and you go to chapter 3, this student will have basically the answer to each of these questions, and this student will know if the answers are right or are wrong. In this particular case, basically they have 10 questions and 6 are right and 4 are wrong. As administrator, I have useful to a very interesting dashboard. That is basically what you have seen here, is that I have access to the answers of all the students. Then I have access in real time to the performance of the students, and this is very useful because give me the opportunity to know if the students have problems in one part of the course or in another part of the course, and I can introduce changes in case that the students are failing in some particular part of the course. Then when you go here, you click in this link and then you come back to the chapter. Okay, the next functionality that I would like to show you is what I name use it yourself. This is a very useful functionality because the students can run in real time the code that we are studying in this particular code, in this particular section. I would like to emphasize that this use it yourself can be also implemented in courses that, for example, you study econometrics or economic theory, in which basically you can run a simulation in real time or econometric analysis, and this is super handy because the students know can run these simulations in their mobile phones or in the computer, and this improves really the kind of learning experience. If, for example, I click in this use it yourself, I will see here basically the code or kind of how this code is executed basically, okay? And then this is super handy. Okay, then this is basically this functionality that I would like to show you. The second functionality that I would like to show you is basically these view chats that you have here. Basically, I have created a chat for each single group in each single university, as you can see here, and I have created here a main chat in which basically all the participants in this course, all the students from both universities and myself can participate in this chat. And this is super useful because we use this chat a lot to exchange information during the lectures or to when the students have to cooperate. In different universities they can use this chat, and then when you click here you have access to the chat that we are using, and you have here access to just basically the information that we exchanged during the course. Okay, the last functionality that I would like to show you in this blog is questionnaires that we have implemented also to know kind of the performance of the students and have some feedback. Here, if you click, for example, in the Midway conference, here we have a questionnaire, and in Midway conference, basically the students present their apps once that we have deployed this in Amazon Web Service. And I would like to know more information about or have a conversation with the students in the Midway conference, and I introduced this questionnaire in which basically I asked the students about different questions about different blogs. In this case is entrepreneurships. I have a couple of questions about that. I have a couple of questions about cooperation, and I have a couple of questions also about gender. And then basically we have, this is the kind of the answers of all the students to these questions, and this is very useful because give me the opportunity to know how I can improve my course. And here basically I have a chat. I have 7 pages of very useful feedback from the students, and this is super useful to improve the performance in my course. Okay, now what I would like to show you is the last functionality that I would like to show you is the students apps. This is basically here I have created, this is the apps developed by the students, and I have 6 groups, 3 groups in each single university. Each single group have developed a very innovative business model, an economic model, and a very disruptive app. If you click, for example, in each of these links, you will have access to the app developed by my students. If I click, for example, here, this is the app developed by this group. This is the domain of this group, and this domain belongs to them. And this is super handy because the students can share this link with companies or with other people. And at no cost for them. Basically, what they are doing, I have designed the architecture of the platform in such a way that the students can use my servers and my databases at no cost for them. Then basically here is very useful because the companies have access to all the information of the students. For example, if I click here, I will read this information. You have the LinkedIn connection. You also have access, for example, to the methodology, and you can download the paper with the business model and the methodology developed by the students. Here I teach the students to introduce formulas and some information in this part here. Finally, here you have the carbon app, in which basically you can work out the carbon emissions of the students, for example, or any person. Basically, this, you go here, you select 15, you select the type of diesel, and here you have this information if you want to enter a new entry. And for example, you have here 32 kilometers, you select the type of diesel, and here you have this information. And then basically here you have the carbon emissions, and in this other graph you have the kilometers. This is connected to a database, and you can erase the kind of the entry that you want to erase. Okay, this is basically the functionalities that I wanted to show you. Then yeah, we have way more functionalities, and I have implemented way more functionalities, but this is, I don't have time in a short video to present all these things. Okay, I hope that you have enjoyed the video, and I hope that you have learned more about the functionalities and the educational tools that I am implementing in my course. I hope that you find these ideas interesting, and I hope that we can cooperate developing this educational platform in different countries and in different universities, and that we can cooperate launching this European Master in Green Economy and Digitalization. The course that I have implemented, it works very fine. In the bachelor course, the students have developed very advanced economic models and business models and very disruptive applications. My objective is that the students can present this in the most advanced economic conference, and at the same time in the most advanced digital conferences. And I hope that we can cooperate launching this European Master, because I think that we can help our students to present their work in the most advanced economic conferences and the most advanced digital conferences. The objective is that the students can combine economy and digitalization, and they finish their master with a strong portfolio of apps that they can share with companies. And to me, ideally, the objective is not that the students find a job, but that the students are able to create their own companies and their own jobs. And to do that, we are also implementing these digital clusters to develop the platform, but also to help the students to operate like a kind of a startup incubator, and to have these startup incubators in different clusters in different European countries, and that we can cooperate to help our students to develop all their potential. Thank you so much for your attention, and I hope that we can cooperate in the next future.